Okay, so we are going to walk through your options that you have for next school year when you return in August for your sophomore year. So just a little overview of what this process is going to look like. Today, you are going to see this presentation and all your options. Tonight, your parents have the opportunity at 6 p.m. to log on onto Zoom and to chat with me and to see this same presentation because we want them to be as informed as you are. Tonight, after that parent meeting, the Google form will open up, and that's where you actually make your own request of which classes you would like to take next year. That'll open up tonight, and that is open until Friday. Friday at 2:15, it's going to shut off. So you have from tonight until Friday to make those selections about what you would like to take next year here at Ottawa. So make sure that you do that. Then beginning the 17th, all 4 of the counselors, we will be coming around to meet with individual students. So you are going to have a one-on-one meeting with your counselor. If your last name is A through E, it'll be with me. It'll be with your prospective counselor. We're going to meet with you one-on-one to go over what you've had in high school and what you're planning to take next year so that we can get you scheduled and that your classes are what you're interested in and also meet the needs that you have to progress towards graduation requirements. So I am going to share my screen with you and we are going to get started. As I go through this, we don't have a great way for you to ask questions here in this format, but please email. You can email me, elkins_k@hcde.org, or your counselor if you have questions. And also remember, we will be coming to meet with you one-on-one to talk about your specific situation. So just know that that is coming. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen so that y'all can see this. We are talking about the scheduling options for next year. Okay, as you know, all of Hamilton County schools will be going on to a year-long schedule. This means that your classes will last from August to May. This is what our schedule will look like. In the upper left-hand corner, it says draft. The times may change a little bit. So when you look on here, don't panic. It says 10 blocks. But if you look in blue, it says block 5 could be clubs and academic supports. So block 5, clubs, academic supports, things that you'll need and that will help you. That'll be some fun. And then block 6 will be grade level focus. So you'll be in with other sophomores to do things like ACT prep, that kind of thing, seminar, all of that. Students still need 27 credits to graduate. So 27 credits will earn you that Hamilton County High School diploma at the end of high school. On this schedule, every other Friday will be odd or even. So we'll have odd days, even days, and then every other Friday is either odd or even. So that is a template of what the schedule will look like. So let's get into what are the basic requirements. Some of this it's going to look really familiar from this school year. So you all are in 9th grade. So this is basically what you've had this school year. You've had genre literature and English 9. You've had algebra 1. All of these requirements that you see on the screen now is basically what you've had this year. Now, if you have taken honors classes, you may have a few more electives in there. If you are in JROTC, you know that has taken both semesters. There could be some differences, but these are the basics of what 9th graders take at Ottawa. Okay, so let's look at the basics of what you'll be taking next year, and then we're going to get into more detail about it. English 10 will be 1 credit. Geometry is 2 credits, just like algebra has been 2 credits. Geometry has that same thing. Biology is a credit. We want you to start your foreign language as a sophomore if you haven't already as a freshman. A fine art, and then 2 electives. So generally speaking, this is what it looks like as a sophomore for you next year. Junior year, you can see there, you see a pattern. You've got to have English every year, algebra every year, a science and history most years. Then senior year, you have a lot more wiggle room to do things that interest you with your electives, with 5 electives. So this is the standard class that students need to graduate. Now, how you make that your own is up to you, and that's what you're going to get to request on your scheduling request. You get to make your education here at Ottawa your own. So how can you enhance that basic package of courses that you need? So everywhere that you see an arrow on this screen can be enhanced. And enhanced means there is another option for you, whether that's an honors option or whatever. This, everywhere that you see an arrow, can have an option for you to choose if you want to. So let's look at what those are. So in 9th and 10th grade, this is going to be familiar to you. You can do an enhancement of honors courses. That adds 3 points to your final grade. So if you work really hard in a course and make a 95 at the end, when you take an honors class, that 95 becomes a 98, and because you get 3 points added. So that is important to know every time that you take an honors class. So in your 10th grade year, you may feel like you want to challenge yourself and take an honors class, or you may want to continue to take honors classes. That is a great option for enhancement. Another option that'll be coming up to y'all as 11th and 12th graders is dual enrollment. And it's important for you to know now what that means so that you know it's an option for your future. These are college credits. So while you're getting high school credit, you're also getting college credit. And that's really important. You get 4 points towards your final grade. And this is important for your GPA, class rank, and all of that kind of stuff. This is available to you once you're a junior and a senior. It's a great thing to start shooting for. If you know you're interested in a certain subject area, you could do dual enrollment for that. There's going to be all kinds of dual enrollment options. And the final enhancement option is advanced placement. This is going to be offered for 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. This is an option while you're earning high school credit. You can also earn that college credit if you make a 3, 4, or 5 on the final test. There is an AP exam for each course, and it is scored to a 5. And if you get a 3, 4, or 5, you can earn college credit for that. It depends on the institution, though. So it depends on where you're applying as to what number they want. This is a great option. You get 5 points towards your final grade for taking an AP class. This also enhances your GPA and all of those good benefits. So these are ways that you can enhance your options here at Ooltewah with either honors, dual enrollment, or AP. So be thinking about that as you think about your schedule next year. Okay, these are the honors classes that we will offer in honors portion 2. So you can look at these and see if any of these are courses that you would like to take an honors level to. Maybe you would like to challenge yourself. If you do well in science, maybe you want to challenge yourself by taking one science honors course next year. Maybe you would like to take all honors classes. Totally up to you, but this is what we will offer. And every class we have is based on the student's enrollment. So we have to have a good number of students that want to take a course in order for us to offer it. So just keep that in mind. Dual enrollment, when you're an 11th or 12th grader, you'll have dual enrollment options. So these are great. This is, again, the college and high school at the same time. These are the AP courses that we are planning to offer. You will see them on your course request. Some of these courses we have already offered. All of them will be getting revamped, and then we're adding some new AP classes. I want to specifically highlight music theory. This is for you if you read music, you're a musician, either vocal or instrumental, this would be a great option for you. And then seminar is something brand new. This is a course that is all about how do you discuss, how do you debate topics, how do you present your point of view, give reasons, all of that kind of stuff. It's topic based, and there will be a seminar option, and then the following school year there will be a research option. Both of these are AP courses that are going to be something new that we're offering. So those are the AP courses that we plan to have on your course offerings. Okay, this is something new for Ooltewah High School. If you would consider yourself an honor student, this is important for you to listen to. If you haven't been an honor student up until this point and you want to shoot for this, this is awesome. AP Capstone Diploma. This will begin being offered in the 2023-2024 school year. It is 4 AP classes that you pass the test, meaning you earned a high score during high school. You've taken AP Seminar as a 10th or 11th grader and AP Research as a 12th grader. If you take AP Seminar and AP Research, that counts as your English 12 credit. So this is important. This will be something new that's coming. And 10th graders, it's perfect for you all because y'all can start working towards this. So keep that in mind. Okay, so we've just talked about options to enhance your core curriculum, which is your math, your English, your science, and social studies. These are options to enhance your elective focus. So this applies to everybody. So what can I enhance other than what we just talked about? These electives down here that they're just basic on this screen. These can be enhanced, and this is what it's really important that as counselors, we want you all to be able to take classes here that you're interested in, so that you can help, use those classes in your future. Maybe it's what you want to study in college, maybe it's the field you want to go into work in, whatever the path is, we want to give you those options, but so you need to know what they are and you can choose them on your course request sheet. So here are the options. You could have an elective focus. These, I'm about to go through all of them. Keep in mind, everybody is required to have an elective focus, and that is 3 classes that go together, okay? 3 classes that go together is an elective focus. So what can your elective focus be? It could be humanities. If your elective focus is humanities, that means you've taken or you are going to take 3 of any of the classes on the screen, not African American history 3 times, but you've taken 3 different of these courses and you can have a humanities focus. A lot of you have probably gotten one of these this year, and that's great. So you could choose to have an elective focus for humanities. Another option is advanced placement. This could be your path. So if you're interested in an advanced placement elective focus, you would take 3 of these options. Now, for AP to be your elective focus, that means you need 3 of these separate from if you take AP English as an 11th grader, separate from if you take AP Biology, because that counts for your core curriculum. This is your elective focus. So if you have questions about that and you're thinking you want to be an AP elective focus student, please make sure that you talk to your counselor so that we can answer all your questions about that, because that's going to be really important. We want to make sure that you fully understand that. Okay, you could also do career technology pathways. We have lots of these. So I'm going to talk more about those in depth in just a minute. You could pick one of these pathways, AV, hospitality and tourism, office management, or supply chain, to be your elective focus. And last but not least, you could choose to be a fine art elective focus. That means you could take band 3 times and that counts as your elective focus. You could take art 1, 2, and 3, and that's your elective focus. Any of these can combine to be your elective focus. Okay, let's talk more about the CTE pathways that you can choose from. There are 9 options. Here they are. Okay, one you could choose is AV. If you choose AV, these are the classes that you will take. I believe we're familiar with this. This is the class that produces the school news. They do really cool stuff with video in that class. You could choose that as your elective focus. Remember, 3 classes that go together. Okay, we have something new here, hospitality and tourism. You could choose the culinary route or hospitality and tourism management. Look at the courses that go along with culinary. This is something we've already had at Ooltewah. And here's something new, hospitality and tourism, 1, 2, 3. Hospitality and tourism would be the events business, hotel management, anything that caters to tourism is going to fit into there. So those could be really neat things. All of this gets you towards graduation by meeting your 3 requirements. Yay. Okay, continue moving on, more options. Remember, there's 9 of them. So here are a couple others. You could choose office management. If you choose that, these are the courses that you would take. That's a great business track. If you choose supply chain or marketing management. So we've had marketing here. Supply chain will be new. So if you go this route, your first two levels look similar, marketing, then you do supply chain. After that, you declare, are you a marketing focus or are you supply chain? If you're marketing, you go marketing 2 in retail operations. If you're supply chain, this is brand new, you would do dual enrollment at a community partner location, not here at Ottawa for your 3rd and 4th levels. The best way that I know how to describe supply chain management, because it is new to me, is it is logistics. That's a big buzzword in Chattanooga right now. With trucking, how do we get supplies from A to B? How do we manage the resources we need to do that? How do we schedule people to do that? All of those things fit into supply chain and so much more. Students may earn up to 9 credit hours each year through Chat State and receive 2 technical certificates and possible paid internship senior year through supply chain management. So again, that is brand new, and that's an interesting thing to decide that y'all as sophomores have the opportunity to jump into. All those get you to graduation. Okay. A couple more. Advanced manufacturing and construction. This is for students that are at our Future Ready Institute. If you have not gotten to be a part of this year, please talk to your counselor. There may still be opportunities for you to jump into that as your sophomore year, but do not quote me because that would be on an individual basis. But here's what you would do in welding. And then there's 2 different paths for architecture and engineering design. You could do AED, which is architectural engineering design. Make sure you understand that this would be you spending half your day off campus at the Harrison Bay Institute. Both of these are great programs that they offer there. You're still fully an Ottawa student. You graduate with us, you eat lunch with us, you have half your day here and half your day there. All that gets you to graduation. Okay, and then we have JROTC. So when you take JROTC, something that is unique that I have recently learned since being at Ottawa is that you can use JROTC program to count for some of your core credits. So you earn your wellness credit through JROTC. You can earn your PE credit, personal finance, and government all through JROTC. Excuse me. Remember that we're still working on our elective focus, so you need to take 3 credits of JROTC to earn these core credits. Along with earning those credits, it gets you to graduation. And also JROTC offers some unique things here at our school: Raider team, drill team, drone team, and rifle team. They have competitions, they do community service, and there are leadership opportunities for you to grow in your leadership skills. So JROTC is a great program to be involved with if you are looking for a place to belong and to grow as a student and as a person. Okay, now this screen looks like it has a lot of text on it. These are off-campus options. If you have just heard all of this and you're just not, you're just wanting something a little bit different, these are 3 options. I believe they all require you to be a junior or a senior. So next year as sophomores, you all can apply to these and you can be thinking about these. Gestalt, Volkswagen, and Polytech. You would not come to Ottawa High School. You would go to one of these 3 locations, and they offer a blend of high school credit with also real world work experience, and they do different kinds of things. So if you are interested in any of those or knowing more about them, please check out the Hamilton County website and also talk to your counselor when we come around to meet with you if this is something that you're interested in for your junior year. I just want you to know that these options are out there. Okay, ready, set, go. Now what? Like I said in the very beginning, the link for the course request form will be available on our school website immediately following the parent meeting this evening. Students you'll need to use your HCDE email to complete the form. It will not allow you to use a personal email, so make sure you do that with your school email. Okay, the form will be open from tonight through Friday at 2:15. And to encourage you to get that done on time, everybody that does it on time, Monday through Friday, will be entered for a prize. And if your parent logs on to the parent Zoom meeting this evening, you will get an extra entry in the prize drawing. So just a little incentive to get that done on time. That will be live tonight. So I'm going to now walk you through the form that you're going to be asked to do, the course request form. And then we will be meeting with you. Here are your counselor email addresses. If you haven't met us yet, one of your counselors, we are down close to the main office in the guidance office. You can email us anytime. This is my last name. I'm Miss Elkins. My name is at the top. I have students A through E. And then you will for sure get to meet us when we come to meet with you one-on-one. We're going to go to different classes beginning the 17th. Okay. If you have questions, I want you to email the counselor that I just gave you their name with questions that you have. Remember that we will be meeting with you one-on-one, but it's never too early to email us with questions if you just have a burning question on your heart that you need an answer to so that you can do your course request form. Oh, and here they are again. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to show you now the request form that you will get access to tonight. The 10th grade parent meeting is at 6 o'clock. Your parents will receive a Zoom link. I believe they already have, but they will get a Zoom link so that they can join me to walk through the same thing that I'm telling y'all, but this is the course request that you will complete. If you do that by Friday at 2:15, you'll be entered in for the door prize. So let's walk through this and then we'll be done. It will look like this when you open it up in Google Docs. You will put your last name. I'm going to do this so that we can see. First name. If you are doing this and you're wondering what a course is, you can't remember what it is, or you want to know what they do in there, we have all of our course descriptions and a course catalog on our school website. So you can go to ohs.hcde.org and pull up what do they do in audiovisual production, what do they do in culinary, all of those things can be found there. Remember that your grade placement in Power School is determined by the number of credits you have. You get 4 years in high school, but in order to come back in August and be considered a sophomore, you need at least 6 credits. Some of you already have 6 credits and you're killing it. But in order to come back in August as a sophomore, you need to have a minimum of 6 credits. So that's super important. This is also an important statement. In order to be considered for valedictorian and salutatorian, you must take the highest offered sections for English, math, social studies, science at high school. So you must be enrolled here at the beginning of your junior year in order to be considered for valedictorian and salutatorian. So that's the person that's number 1 in your senior class, and number 2, that's a special honor, and you have to take the highest level courses. Okay, so you've read that, you've marked that you're in 10th grade. The next screen, you are going to say, are you at the Harrison Bay Institute? Yes or no. If you're not there, you're not there. So mark no. If you are there, mark yes. Okay, the first choice you have is which English class would you like to take next year? These are your 3 options. Regular English 10, Honors English 10, or ESL. This is for our students that English is their second language and they should know who they are. So I'm going to pick English 10. The next selection you have is math. If you feel like you're not going to pass algebra this year, go ahead and mark that you need to do that. Geometry is your next math for sophomore year. You can choose to take that or honors. If you have already had, if you're an honor student and have come in with some math credits, you may be ready to take Algebra 2 or Algebra 2 Honors. If you've already had Algebra 2, you're going to choose Honors Pre-Cal. So choose the math that you need. Next, choose the foreign language you would like to do. We offer French or Spanish. If you have already taken one level this school year, you'll choose level 2. If you would like to go on to level 3, you're welcome to do that. If you have not taken foreign language yet at all, you're going to choose French 1 or Spanish 1. You're going to choose your science. Do you want to take biology or honors biology? If you've already earned your biology credit, you will take chemistry or honors chemistry, or physics or honors physics. That's up to you, but each of those you have to have had biology first. There is not a history for 10th graders, but if you would like to, you can take AP European History. That class counts towards the AP pathway that we talked about. That can count in there. It can also count as a general elective. So if you would like to take that, please mark that. These are 9th grade courses that if for some reason you didn't take this year, you weren't scheduled for them, you didn't pass them, whatever, mark which ones you would like to take. This is a good time to bring up. If you can't remember what all you've taken this year, you can look in Power School and see for this school year all the courses that you've taken that you got credit for last semester. So I'm going to go next. Okay, here's where you're choosing your elective pathway. If I could ask questions, I would. And I'm sure you would all know that you need 3 courses in your elective focus for it to count. You are going to choose an elective focus. So you're going to choose one color going across. Only students who are in Harrison Bay Institute can sign up for those that are at the Harrison Bay Center. That's let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The 7, 8, 9 options down are at Harrison Bay. And we're going to ask you to choose 3 options for your elective focus in case everybody doesn't get their first choice. So these are your options. So you can look across. If you want your first option to be culinary arts, that first pathway, you know that you're going to be taking culinary 1, 2, and at least culinary 3. So you're choosing a color, and that is what pathway you would like to choose. So you can look at that chart. That's what we talked about earlier. And then you're going to choose. I want my first choice. I really, really, really want to do JROTC. If I don't get JROTC, my choice is office management. If I don't get office management, I think that supply chain thing sounds pretty good. I would like to do that. So you pick this. And this is where we want your input. I don't want to have to pick this for you. I would rather you pick it. So please do your course request form with your parents. Okay, next part. Now that you've chosen that, you're going to choose your electives for each year. These, you have to have 5 general electives to graduate. So let me give you an example. If you choose JROTC for your elective focus, you're going to take at least 3 courses in JROTC, but then you have 5 other options. So you may want to take band or culinary arts or something else, but you need 5 other courses that are general electives. So all electives will be offered based on sufficient student interest. That's very important. So you're going to choose your top 3 electives below, the ones that you really, really, really want to take. And then the course of study is listed beside. So when you see creative writing, that is a humanities elective. So if you picked humanities elective focus, you could choose that. If you just want that to be a general elective, you could choose it also. So here are all the options that you can choose. There's so many of them, and we want to make sure that you get the options that you would really like to take. So make sure you look through those. You can go back and listen to this if you want to. This is the AP seminar, the new course that I talked about. That's about debating and discussing issues and learning how to do that effectively. But there's so many great courses on here that you can choose from. So I'm going to choose elective focuses that I really want to take. I'm going to go through here and pick really great stuff. And remember, you're doing this, and then we will meet with you individually. So when we come to you, when the counselors come to meet with you, we're going to have all the information that you've given us, and we're going to walk through what you've had and what you're requesting to take next year to make sure that you are meeting all your graduation requirements and on track. So the last part of this is please write any concerns that you have about this course request form here. If you have questions, if you're confused, if I have made this clear as mud and you need more help understanding this, write that here. If you have a question for your counselor, if you're like, but wait, I thought I want to take this, can I do this? This is a great place for you to write questions and concerns that you have. And then the last thing is we want you to do this with your parents. So you're going to check mark the box once you have reviewed this form with your parent or guardian, and then you will submit. So you can only do this one time, and it is going to be due Friday. So let me stop sharing now. Okay, so that wasn't too long. I hope that that made sense. I hope that this was beneficial for you to know what what's available to you next year. We want to make sure that you have options that you would like to take. If you have questions, please reach out to your counselor based on the emails. And I believe that that is it. So thank you so much for your time. I'm going to stop recording now.